Duskwood breathes heavy, nearly out of breath, with poison coursing through her veins. Yet this is a dusk more powerful, more ready than ever. It is a dusk with many options. It is time to fight. It is time to survive the night. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, No Hope, and welcome to a new year of Cataclysm and a new year with Dusk. Let's hope it is a long one for Dusk. Right now, she is more than a little surrounded. She is more than a little out of stamina, and we're in more than a little bit of trouble. Right now, we are going to crouch down, because it's going to mean that we are less likely to be seen by something down there. Unfortunately, there is smoke down that way, so we're not going to be able to make it any further. What I would like is to get a bit of stamina back while we are here. Currently, we are in moderate pain at the moment. Let's just check in on our painkiller situation here. Hard to tell. I think we could probably take a little bit more to get that under control. We could also potentially, well, actually no, our focus is abysmal right now. I was going to say we could try and see if we can do the pain suppression here, and actually, yeah, we can. It will only take 2 seconds for us to do so. Just making sure that we don't actually have pain suppression on already. We do. We do. Okay. That's fine. Something that I actually wanted to have a look at doing was taking off one of our rings, because we do have these 2 greater rings of wizardry, and while they are very cool and they do give us a large increase to our mana capacity, we also have some other rings that are very, very valuable. Obviously, the Ring of Protection, really cool. I think the Ring of Speed would help us even further though. So I think we're actually going to try and see if we can take off one of these greater rings of wizardry. Okay. And our mana is gone. No, it's still there. It's just not where I expected it to be. Okay, so 4,600. So we lost about 2,000 mana there. That's okay. I feel like we can work with that. Let's check in with our speed here. So it says speed plus 10. Right now our speed is 104. We do have wind running active at the moment. Let's just see here. If that it does take an immediate effect. Our speed is 114 all of a sudden. So that's great for when it comes to running away from things. Let's just make sure that they're actually on the correct sides. And it does seem like that is the case, because you can't wear more than one. Left hand, right hand, fantastic. Okay, so ideally, we stay here as long as we can, and then we just continue moving on. Here's the thing though, we do need to cross the river, which we may be able to do by putting everything into our bag and having that be in our lifting field, or just doing a few trips back and forth across. Because Dusk is a fantastic swimmer with some of her Biomancer abilities. That would kind of save us having to go all the way up and around, which will take us quite a bit of time. Looking down here as well, we do have a little swamp shack on the outskirts here. The water, it doesn't get super deep. It more than likely will in between here. It's not going to be a direct land bridge. But also kind of looking where we are now, if we got to here, I feel like it wouldn't be too difficult for us to make that kind of swim, or from here down to here, that kind of deal. But I think that we'd probably want to be fully rested before we attempt to do anything like that. Regardless though, we need to try and get away from the regional school that we are by right now. That's going to be a nightmare. So yeah, let's just try and see if we can just breathe for a little while, Dusk. Wow, I am a little rusty. No, it's our transition that's down. Our stamina is fine right now. So let's go stand back up. We're going to start to make our way towards the front door. We've got a zombie child that's coming through the window there towards us. And of course, we have a zombie predator that is leaping towards us now. And of course, we are going to be moving around quickly thanks to the magical blouse that we're currently wearing. Yay. Okay, look at that. Now, with our increased speed, I think we should be able to make our way out and around. Yeah, easily enough, Dusk. Good. I am looking forward to this poison being out of our body, because right now it is a bit of a problem for us. But that thorny shambler certainly isn't. But 3 flesh raptors? My gosh. Yes, we will slash at that thing. And if it decides to come back towards us, we'll do that again. Now, our eyesight isn't all that great right now. I don't think that we have our dark sight active. I would like to get that up because obviously that's going to make moving around here a little bit easier. Originally, I was trying to find somewhere for us to be able to rest. I don't think that's going to happen. No, we're hearing more crashing, more bashing. Got a zombie hunter down here. You know what? Let's take that memory card and we're going to try and get away from this school. Ideally, we get away from that. Okay. Now, we could look at taking a second here, just in this bathroom. First of all, to look at maybe getting some adhesive bandages, or you know what, we've got enough bandages to do this properly. Let's bandage our head. Something hurt. I'm sure it does, Dusk. All right, nice. We're just in distracting pain now as well, which is good. I think we're going to knock back a codeine because I don't think we had too much. Yeah, we didn't actually have that much in the way of painkillers going on currently. We're in a good mood though, hey. Now, are we going to have... We don't really have a lot of focus. Let's see if it's remotely possible. No, too difficult. So the distracting pain, that will be a factor in this, but it's also going to be just that in general our focus is abysmal right now. We still have all of our electronics that we need to try and get repaired. Okay, well, we ducked out the way of you. I actually cannot see you to strike right now, but we got there in the end. Okay, alright, back onto the track. Hello, zombie cop. We should be able to take you down pretty quickly, pretty easily, so I'm not that concerned. Decent equipment, but not for us. Not right now at the very least. Hello, Shrieker. We can feel our head starting to get a little warm. And speaking of heads, we have a headless horror over here. Our shooter earplugs are still active currently, so we don't have to worry. Oh boy, that's a bombardier boomer. I was going to say we don't have to worry about loud bangs, at least hearing them. I think climbing this fence will probably be the best thing that we can do right now. At least it kind of was. Kind of. Alright, zombie hunter, we will take you out. I'm going to keep on moving down here. There is another fence, but it's one that's been pretty much broken through entirely. We're seeing a skeletal shocker somewhere. And, okay, if this was a house, it isn't anymore. What a strange layout we're looking at there. I'm going to try not question that too much as we make our way pretty much straight towards that skeletal shocker. And yeah, it just looks like it's foundation here, which is really peculiar. Alright, skeletal zombie, if you can keep up, we'll fight you. Otherwise, we are just going to stay on the move. We have a deranged axeman and a boomer glutton here. Now, this axeman is going to come back to life at some point. It's not really our concern. That is our concern. Okay, it took us a little bit longer than I would have liked to try and climb over that. Okay, a pupating brute. We've got a few problematic enemies here that we're going to try and see if we can dodge and weave around. It looks like, as much as I hate to say it, we may need to try and hold our ground here for a moment just to limit the amount that is following us. Stamina's starting to get a little bit worse, but that's okay. We're alright, Dusk. We're less okay now. Oh boy, and it's toxic gas. Again, our favorite. And there really doesn't seem to be any getting away from it this time. Our stamina is abysmal. So, magic to the rescue here. Let's go for a lesser quantum tunnel, and let's get that off as quickly as we can. Thank you, Dusk. Next up, Storm Shaper. I want a shocking dash, thank you. ASAP. Okay, and we did actually manage to get that off. So, could we dash up above? We cannot see up above right now, but if we can get to here, that works for me. Dusk, let's climb to the north. You slip and fall down. Climbing is impossible in your current state. That is debatable. Yup, our strength is terrible right now, abysmal even, but one more shocking dash could take us up there. And it's a successful casting, so let's just try and map this out. I think if we go to here, that should... Yes! Yes! My gosh! Hot damn. Okay. So, while we weren't likely to get completely torn apart there, we would have eventually. Having no stamina, having no strength is not a good place to be. And right now, there are enemies that can still reach us up here, and it sounds like just the whole neighborhood is beneath Dusk right now, trying to get to her. So we want to make sure that we move away from the majority of them, or at least kind of towards the center of the building, so that there's less of a chance of a roof tile here just collapsing beneath our feet. Oh boy, what a time, Dusk. What a time. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to turn on safe mode, and we're just going to start to... Oh, right. Dr. Burns is there, so... Okay, this is kind of what I was afraid of. Let's move away from that at speed, because, yeah, I think that they kind of are hearing or detecting where we are to a certain degree, and just kind of beelining for us. But hey, look, we've nearly got our stamina back here. We didn't really use all that much mana back there as well, so that's also great. Let's just make sure that we haven't dropped anything here. No, we've still got our molly sack. It's in our rucksack currently. We're just dealing with that unfortunate poison. Now, we could try and stay up here for longer, but the longer that we wait, the harder this is going to be. So, let's see. Cannot climb here. Interesting. Climb down using your vines. So, I'm guessing the downspout is broken. It seems perfectly safe. I'm okay with that. All right, we gingerly descend using our vines. We love it. We love it. Okay, and with that, we're gonna make our getaway. We are just gonna head off into the night. All that noise back there is going to attract everything in the area to that one location. And I guess we could burn it down. We could, but look, right now we need to stay at least a little bit focused, and I'm sure that Dusk would want to do that, but we have other things to do. This is interesting. There is a memory card, a flyer, and a character sheet here. So let's just have a look. Moving away sail. So, what? Okay, RevTech handguns. Interesting. And there's just a character sheet here, all just attached to this sign. Oh, it's a garage sale, I'm guessing. Yeah, this would be a garage sale out here. I have never seen this in Cataclysm, so that's really fun. I like that a lot. Okay. Dawn of Man, 2nd edition character sheet. This one is for a hunter. Well, because this is no hope, the likelihood of there being things in there, very, very slim. But that's okay. We have hope, don't we, Dusk? Yes. Yes, we do. And so, yeah, looking at the city and where we need to go, I really do think that going north up to Rockland and around is not what we want to be doing. So we're going to try and see if we can get out towards this little snippet of land and just hope that this section is a little bit quieter. I mean, okay, here's what I think we should do right now. Yes, we're out in the open, we're in the middle of a field, but I think we wait here for a little while. We need our strength back. This poison is no good for us. Let's check in on the bandage that's on our head and just see how that's looking. It's still very good, so it's held up even after all that punishment. So, we're going to take some alcohol wipes, just disinfect that. We could look at smashing back some beech nuts, and that does not take us very long to get, oh well, okay, not full. Alright, there we go. That is enough for now. We're still in distracting pain. We have enough painkillers going on currently. I think we just need to wait a little while here. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's just wait 5 minutes here and just hope that that poison will pass. Okay, that's 10 minutes now. We're in distressing pain. And as you can see, we're taking more damage to our head. Our focus is looking okay though. There is a possibility of us being able to do a pain split or cure light wounds. Healing 1 to 5 heals a little bit of damage on the target. Let's try and cure some light wounds. Well, first of all, we need to drop Dawn, but then let's try that again. Cure light wounds. Yeah, we're feeling that pain. Okay. Wounds are closing up. Okay, but the poison is still there. How much mana did that cost us? I feel like it was a hefty amount. It was a hefty amount. 920. Whoa. Okay, but that is going to be a useful spell for us to have just in general. We just need to really hope that this poison passes us by. That's only 20 seconds. We need to wait longer than that. Okay, another 5. Oh, and our poison is gone. Excellent. Okay. That's good. Just distracting pain now. Could be worse, right, Dusk? Could be worse. So heading back to Biomancer, Pain Split, that is going to take quite a while for us to get that going. I want to make sure that we have enough to be able to get the Limbs of the Frog active and our air bubble as well. And yeah, we will have enough mana, I think. So we are going to have to be a little bit cautious with how we spend it now. Like, for example, I would like to do Dark Sight, but that's also, it's only 300 mana. Lasts for 24 minutes. I think that little bit of extra sight would be well worth it. And at 75% chance of failure, I was going to say it's going to take quite a while, but we got it. Okay, and that is a really decent amount of sight that we've got going on there. So I think if we were to put on one of the wizard rings now, it wouldn't increase the mana that we have. That's only going to give us our maximum mana. Let's also have a look at the map here and just decide if this is the best road for us to be going down. You know what? We're going to kind of go down this street here, just avoiding smoke and the dead wherever we can. Let's turn on that safe mode. Okay, that's a Batwing. That's fine. We can stay away from that. That's just a little chickaroo. And a Miracle Lurker. Kind of want to try and hunt you down. Pink flesh snakes all over it. Yep, we're going to go for you. This is a psychic creature of some kind. That is also a bloated zombie. So yeah, we are going to move away immediately. Okay? Yeah. And down and around it, somehow we have found just an absolutely massive amount of dead. Also, we've found an explosion of some kind. Yeah, a crater just landed nearby. Okay, so this is going to be a little tricky because we will be dodging, we will be weaving as we are kind of going about here. I just really want to try and take out that predator because it's going to keep on chasing us. Although it is struggling a little bit when it comes to keeping up. Although there we go, there's the jump and we got it. Okay, all right. Let's try and bring some of these fiends into here. I forget that ferals can open doors. Right, and there doesn't seem to be a back door here, so not the greatest plan. Not the greatest plan here, Rycon. That's fine. We weren't followed by that many, so that actually worked out for us in the end. So now we wait to see whatever was following us, and then we wait a little longer. With our breath back, we are going to continue, and once we get down to this intersection here, we are going to hang a left. Okay, all right, we can hear a zombie moaning below. Must be a basement. That's a screecher. Who has seen us in that is a hulking horror. So let's go to the north. We're going to try and see if we can lose the current dead that are following us around the corner here. And there's a few of them. All right, we're going to stop running now. And I think we're just going to try and see if we can move between the houses here. A little bit safer than the road currently. I like the little Zen garden that you got going on in the back there. Hello, Flesh Raptor. And goodbye, Flesh Raptor. Any moment now. Any moment now. There we go, Dusk. Nicely done. Oh, glass shards. Do we have enough of them right now? We do. We still have 10. So the reason that we want them is for invisibility. I cannot forget that is an option for us. Damn, that gargoyle got wrecked. And so too did the regenerating zombie here, unable to regenerate fast enough. Well, we're not going to get into that shit. Not today. That's okay. So, trouble down to the southeast. We'll stay away from that for the moment. There is a basement here, which is tempting, but I think we're just going to try and continue pushing on for now. Ooh, did just have a thought. Our electronics, regardless of whether or not they're in a floating bag, they're not going to be able to go in the water at all. I don't think the sewers here, are going to go between. Damn it. So our only option then is going to be going around because we can't afford to lose our electronics. Well, the electronics that are already damaged, would we completely lose the card though? I think we probably would. Okay, that is a little bit more of a problem. That's also a bloated zombie, so we're going to go the other way. Moving through the city was never going to be an easy thing, but it's certainly not as straightforward as we might have hoped. Now, looking up ahead of us here, I gotta think that using the sewer system is going to be more beneficial for us. So we have access to a manhole here. I think that's probably what we're gonna try and shoot for. And I think we're just gonna try and stay amongst the houses here as much as we can. Because I like the streets, believe me, I like the streets, but there seems to be just like really big congregations of the dead on them now. I mean, so far, this is working out for us. Let's have a look at the opening. Okay, up this way. Oh, hello, we got a shocker, 2 shockers making their way on over towards us. So let's move away from them. I don't know, that was a zombie hunter, okay. We killed this so quick, I wasn't sure what it was. I don't know what this is here. An oversized cockroach, okay. So, we're coming up towards the intersection that should have a manhole. It does. Let's go crack this thing. Okay. And down we go, Dusk. Okay. What a lovely place we are in. So, let's see. We're going to be wanting to try and travel to the north and the west as much as we can. So, it's time to wander through the sewers here. And you know what? It might be worth us casting air bubble. It's 300. It lasts for 12 minutes. I think there's probably a strong chance of us running into sewer gas or something else horrible down here. So we'll get our air bubble active. We'll make sure that we are wearing it. Is this fixed? Is it working? Yes, we're wearing the air bubble right away. Brilliant. Oh, yeah, see, we just had sewer gas explode behind us there. Oh, and this was a very, very, very quick line. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That really did not take us far at all. So the next one that we've got is all the way up here to the north. We do have a subway station that we could potentially look at taking. We don't have any records of subway stations around here. There is another one in Rockland, and then there are some that are across the river. So it's possible that they could link up. Look, I think it's worth us stopping in there because the next manholes are right by this one here. So we're going to kind of just continue on that northwestern route, moving through the buildings, avoiding the dead where we can, and fighting the weaker ones that present themselves to us. Already making some good progress here. Still don't quite know what the cloak is doing for us. Not activatable. I mean, shadows cling to it, so maybe it does make us less visible. I don't really feel like that's the case. Hello, Dino? Dino zombie, so you're not going to be helping us out. Nor are these predators that are chasing after us, but we're pretty quick here, and hello, radio tower. Not that we need to use that. What we need to do is make our way towards the north here, which we are going to start trying to do. Except we're probably going to have to kill this zombie predator first. No problem, though. Ready and able to do that. I'm always keeping my eye out for dojos as well, because we really need to try and see if we can find a better fighting style. Wow, okay. I was going to say let's just, fight the Kevlar brute for a while, but we took that out pretty quickly. I think the thing is, even if it does look like it's going to hit us, we are going to be dodging out the way instinctively due to our magical blouse. Oh boy, okay. Yep, that's a fair bit of trouble up there. We're only about a block away from the subway station now though, so if we need to, we can run the rest of the distance. Take care of that hunter first though. And yeah, sure, we'll take a glow stick. We can always throw one. Oh boy, okay. And we've got a lot of friends up here. The zombie elves are going to be a little bit faster, so dodge and weave, Dusk. Dodge and weave, that's a lot of zombie elves. Oh, zombie dwarfs as well, I see. And the subway, just a little bit further on. Okay, we're going to try and go without using mana here, if possible. I don't think that we're going to need wind running to make the distance here. No, we are in. Let's hope that there is a map, and there is. Wonderful. So we are going to keep smashing until destroyed, and then we're going to take the Rockland subway map. We're going to kill the zombie prowler here, and then we're going to make our way downstairs, just making sure that they don't have anything super interesting or cool for us. And hello. Oh boy. Great. It's smoke, it's predators, and zombie lizard folk. Okay, so the ATMs here, I am going to want to try and see if we can access them, because we've got a lot of additional cash cards that we do not need. And in any other scenario, this would be really, really bad. But Dusk, She knows what she's doing. Is that air bubble still active? It is for 152 turns, so we need to try and find this thing quickly. It's a smoker. Not as bad as it could have been. Let's just double check. 144, okay. All right, so let's move away from the smoke over towards this ATM here. Let's see if we can use this. Rockland stop, yes. Okay, can we not use this ATM? Doesn't look like we can. Okay, so let's go back towards the other one. 122 turns remaining, and we have a boomer here, which, yeah, great. Nothing can be examined, so I'm guessing that ATM is completely toast. That's a pink blur. I mean, it's all a pink blur right now, so I guess we're going without seeing where we're going. Ooh, electric jackhammer, always useful, and a subway maintenance map. Great. Both of these things, good. So let's go and take the blinds off for a moment so that we can see. Well, I say that. Is the cloak stopping us from lighting up? It is. Okay, so we'll just read, or activate rather, the subway maintenance map, and then we'll activate the Rockland subway map, and we can go and drop both of those off as they are no use to us anymore. But let's see what we are looking at here. Wonderful. This is what we were after. Fantastic. Okay, so we can see a whole lot. Oh, and I did just have another thought. Renee Chastain, a long time ago, gave us that quest to find the lab tunnels, the ones that were really, really far down. Now, recently we did actually see marked on the map a forest. I was intrigued to see if around this region, yeah, anything else had changed, because it seemed that on the map, the entrances to these lab tunnels were now visible, except, yeah, no. Maybe we have to be in the region for that to kind of like change. And I know that we were close to there, but maybe not close enough. Anyway, let's get that stuff back on, catch our breath here, and we are going to move on out. Great, okay. We are going to have to wait for this smoke to just dissipate a little bit more before we can get through, as our air bubble is not active. Okay, hello little one. We're actually just going to try and see if we can leave you be, because we don't really want to mess with you right now. Let's just have a look and see which way we want to go though. It looks like it's going to be kind of more towards the southwest. Yeah, okay, so kind of down that way. We could go for a little bit of a ride here out towards this point, which, yeah, that gets us right back on track. So that's the station that we're looking for, the one that's just west of Ashburnham. So a little bit of a walk for us to get there, but I feel like this is going to be better than traveling on the surface. We will find out though, won't we? And it looks like we've already found out a little bit. It's pretty active down here. Well, we've already made our first turn. We are going to be continuing on, trying to avoid fights where possible, because we are not going to gain a lot from fighting them. So this section may go pretty fast, really. Depends if the dead and the zombie dinos can keep up. Oh, and the occasional warehouse spider too, which we can leave in the dust. 102 speed is fast enough for us to make it down here. Chunks of alien flesh. A writhing mass of some strange flesh that oddly resembles a tentacle and is getting more pale by the minute. Doesn't sound great. I feel like we'll probably kill these things, because why not? And it also looks like they're probably going to come back to life. Is that going to be a problem? That's future Rycon's problem. Hello, hi there. We had something hidden, something shadowed, 2 shadowed creatures, and some feral troglodytes to boot. Okay, let's try and just get away from the lot of you for now. And that's another station that we've made it to. Good. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lot of zombie dinos down here. Okay, and they're pretty fast too. Thing is, that's a skeletal Deinonychus, so more like a velociraptor, so it's not actually as big as we think it is, and that's why it's also so damn fast, and it's keeping up with us. Yeah, it's leapt in front of us, but Dusk stabbed it with her horns, lashed at it with her vines, and then just run it through with her sword. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I think we'll just start fighting some of the things that are coming for us here, just to kind of speed it up a little bit. We got some more alien flesh chunks down here with us. Let's take out some more of these foes. Wow, there's a lot of Night Stalkers, like a considerably large amount of Night Stalkers. Damn, we're completely out of stamina. That's okay, we'll hold our ground. We just have a Shadow Raptor that's coming at us now, so we're just going to keep on swinging. Eventually, we hit something. That's what we like to see. All right, and seeing as it's been a little while, we're just going to do a rucksack check. Yup, we're good. We've not left anything behind yet. Let's run away from that bombardier. More troglodytes, which usually means that we have made it to yet another subway station. I suppose we could head up to see if we can cache our cards, but we can always do that. Oh boy, that's a tentacle dog. We'll just leave you be. Yeah, as I was trying to say there, where is this damn thing? There you are. I guess we could always turn on our headlamp if we need to. The headlamp that we don't have. Yeah, that's right. We've got our torch though, so we could always activate it and drop it. Just maybe trying not to catch ourselves on fire. Hello, swollen tear jerker. Yeah, so what I've been trying to get out is that we could cache our card at the eventual station that we are going to be exiting through, which I think, yeah, is going to be further along this way here. So, good progress, Dusk. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, okay, colossal slugs. Been a little while since we've seen one of them. Also just want to make sure that I am actually going to attack this tiny meat cocoon. Spider sample. We'll leave it for the moment. Now, I think the thing that I'm most concerned about running into down here are the Nego Scouts, although I think that was like a super deep subway system issue. Like the secret subway rather than the civilian one that we're traveling along right now. I think it's just general bad things that we'll be finding down here. Alright, a little bit more trouble over this way that we are going to quickly move past. And a Deinonychus out of nowhere, 2 of them, in actual fact. We can hear more trouble down beneath us. There's so many dinos down below here. I suppose if you're ever looking to do the kill as many dinos as you can quest, that's the place to do it. We are going to leave the mutants be for now, because they are, they're dangerous. And this one is as fast as Dusk is, and it's actually kind of managing to keep up. It looks like it found its lunch though, the Fona. I see. Okay, and let's check the map here. What are we looking at? Military soldiers, alien flora. Interesting. Strange that we're finding that stuff down here, but yeah, we've already made it across the river, I think. Yeah, by quite a ways. Good stuff. Dusk. Ooh, an eldritch stomper. Mostly covered in wet-looking long strands that remind you firmly of hair. This abomination has a single but very pronounced leg. It keeps its balance with its odd hair on the rear, yet it seems to shrivel and die with each gust of wind it's hit with. Okay, a strange creature, but we have officially made it onto the last patch of subway. We've just got to kill a few for it. Oh, and it looks like we have something invisible waiting for us through here. Although, as to where it is, oh, unseen hunter. Yeah, they're bastards. Let's keep on striking at this thing here. We know from our time with Elliot that these things can be really nasty because they drag you off into the depths of the subway. And yeah, it seems like the unseen hunter was actually hunting and attacking the zombie that was down here as well. We can see its blood trail, which is really interesting. Okay, are you going to keep on coming back for me? I think you are. I'm gonna try and just move away from you for now. I don't think that light is gonna help us in that situation. It also doesn't seem like we need it. Whoa, okay, hello. I'm guessing there's another unseen hunter here. Well, there was something that had their attention. Let's maybe just take a moment to try and get our breath back. All right, and we're good. Let's continue on. Strange bugs. Small, 3-legged, bug-like creature wriggles its 5 antennae. Its body somewhat reminds you of a stink bug. It looks like a fish out of water and is getting weaker by the minute. So it's like dying down here. We've got all these kind of like, well, mutant creatures down here, but it seems like more alien things are popping up here as well. I don't know what that was that we saw briefly. Oh, it's a necro boomer. Let's leave you in the dust. We are flying along now. past a giant mothfly and a sludge crawler. More strange bugs and a gargoyle. Whoa, okay, and that's a giant centipede. Okay, we're nearly at the corner now. And that's another centipede down, and we have made it. And yeah, something has been following us. A hunting horror, I see. I think we're going to be a little bit faster than that. Alien flora. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to go check that out. I'm intrigued. I want to see what's going on here. Hunting horror. We will hunt you instead. And there is an unseen horror there. In addition to that, and okay, it's like alien grass. So it's kind of like what we were seeing around the mind over matter crystals. Interesting. Both of those things are going to be a little bit hard to kill, and they're not necessarily going to want to try and stick around us, so we'll introduce them to the silverfish, and we will leave them. We had a mutant that was briefly tracking us there, but it seems like we've lost them for now, and what am I looking at here? Black glass? Near the chewed field. What is going on here? Can I step onto that? I think so. Let's go and activate, not our fireball wand, but rather the ever-burning torch. Here it is. Ever-burning torch. Okay. Oh, feral security guard division, or like something division. It's like a fork. A security guard gone feral, or so you thought. As you look closer, you notice their relatively normal appearance, the clear eyes, and the patch on their uniform with a fork shape in front of the logo of Zedra. The zombies around them seem to ignore them, and they move smoothly and purposely through the ruins. Okay, so they're approaching us fast right now. We instinctively dodge to the side, stabbing them with our horns before delivering a wicked bite to the feral security guard here. Heavy arterial bleeding and hardened skin. Well, it did not save your life, did it? No. So, whoa, okay. Shield belt. Matrix charge. This is a mind over matter item here. It's made out of Netherium crystals, a simple synthetic fabric belt with a box to the right of the belt loop. The box has a toggleable switch and a stylized shield with the fork and Zedra logo inside of it. Okay, so you also have a strange black crystal. We're going to take the shield belt here, and that we are going to smash your remains. We've spotted a mad scientist. They are starting to make their way on over towards us. So what I was wanting to have a look at was some of our spells here. I was trying to see if they had a symbol associated with them. I think sometimes they do. We're not... Oh, yeah. Telekinesis. But also electrokinesis has the kind of fork symbol. So maybe that's just a thing that goes along with those two. I'm nervous about stepping onto the perfect black glass here, but I think we're going to need to if we want to try and see what's going on down here. Mad Scientist is down. We'll go and pulp her remains. I just kind of love that this looks like a, expansive nothing, as it was describing to us. I don't know how far back this goes. It goes towards a wall. Okay, what is this marked as on the map? Yeah, nether chewed field. And then, do we have an entrance here at all? Well, we've got a thing down here. An amorphous black creature detaching and sprouting tentacles without any apparent pause. Is this something? Well, it's a thing. But is this something that we can fight? Seemingly. We've dazed it. All right. We dodge to the side and it melts away. What are you? A screecher zombie with a breadboard. Okay. There's a flesh wall down here, and we heard some shattering glass, so there's got to be a way in. A great lump of mutated flesh. It resembles the innards of some gigantic creature, and it's covered in a grid of diminutive veins. Let's attack this thing here, see what comes from that. Just lots of flesh. Okay, and refuse. Right, so we want to make sure that we clear the space here, make sure that we're not missing any potentially interesting remains. We have a swarming amalgamation. Generally, these things are really quite difficult to hit. I'm not going to take a chance with the flesh walls. We are going to kill them where we see them. And we are seeing a fair few of them around here. Oh, okay, we got the amalgamation. Okay. It looks like it's going to go right to the corner here. Sure enough, it does. We can find a way in here, potentially. Let's go and destroy these flesh walls, though, just so that job is done. We're going to have a look around the corner, but then if there isn't an entrance... Okay, there's an entrance. What in the... I'm so glad we came down here. I'm so glad we came down here because... What? Flesh walls? Yeah, this is fantastic. Thank you, Cataclysm. We got some new... creepy ass stuff here to explore. And Legionnaires, we are going to explore that in the next. Dusk's Odyssey back home continues. But as ever, this game continues to surprise us. It's been a while since we had a chance to delve into the psionic forces that are at work within the world that Dusk is in right now. Zedra, their studies, and their technology has certainly had an effect on this land. Now we might learn a little bit more about that. This could be a small little facility or a sprawling lab. Either way, we'll find that out together. And so I ask you all at the start of 2025 here, if you enjoyed today's episode and if you're excited for Dusk's future adventures throughout this year, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.